What's up, guys? JoJo's is over! Hey!
Damn, all of it?
Oh, all of it. No, the Madman Araki was like, yo, JoJolion Part 8 has been going on for 10 years. What if I ended it and then announced at the end of the chapter that I was going to take a short break and then come back with Part 9? That'd be sick, right?
JoJolion's really been 10 years, huh?
Yeah. I saw all the posts and like videos and it was like, dude, 10 years of serialization. And I was like, haha, funny meme. And then I looked at it and I remembered like, holy shit. No, yeah, like I remember, Jesus Christ. I remember like starting freshman year of college and hearing about Part 8 starting. I remember the gappy four testicle discourse.
Yes.
I remember that when it started. Like,
dude, it's wild, but like it's cuz Part 7 he started doing it monthly, right?
Yeah, Part 7 and 8 were monthly. I think this might be wrong, but I'm going to say it anyways because it feels right. But I think Part 7 started weekly and then it transitioned to monthly.
That sounds about right, cuz there's no way that Part 8 took 10 years when I feel like Part 8 is the shortest.
It's actually longer than, it's the longest, like page-wise.
Oh.
I was watching a video, like, what is it? Part 7 was like 4,000 and... Oh, hold on. Let me go to my recently watched videos, because some guy did the math for me. So, where is it? Part 7 was 4,290 pages, like, total. And Part 8, as of chapter, like, 109, which was the second to last, was already at 4,594.
God damn.
Yeah. It's wild to think about, because, like, Part 8, like, I don't know, it's in scope, it's, like, way small, like...
Right.
Like, Part 7, right out the gate, is, like, dude, bombastic in your face, like, hey kid, getting my horse. We're gonna defeat the Paralympics and find Jesus. Like, okay, cool. Why?
We're gonna be gay lovers, like, if you like it or not.
Yeah. And then Part 8 is like, hey, weird kid with 4 testicles, my family's cursed. Who are you? And that's what the entire part is about.
Yeah, it doesn't feel any less JoJo's.
Yeah.
Insofar as it's still like weird and wacky and still kind of like a large mystery.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was good. I'm not fully caught up through it yet. I read like a lot of the beginning. I started again from chapter 1 and I got to like around like chapter like 40 something. And it's like 110 chapters in total. It's like I'm a good third or something of the way through. But I did read the ending. Like I read like the last, like from chapter 100 to 110. Because when I heard that it was the last chapter the following month, like about a month ago, I was like, okay, like let me at least read. Like I know kind of roughly what happens just from watching. There's a YouTuber I follow, X-Forts. He is like the JoJo YouTuber that I love to watch, but he's been doing Part 8 reviews since like way the fuck back.
Since 10 years ago, apparently.
Yeah. But he has been doing reviews, so like I stayed up to date. I would watch them. Like I didn't really read the chapters, but you know, it was a thing. I was like, okay, like I kind of want to know what's going on. So I would just listen to him like kind of explain it. Like, so I read from 100 to 110, and I thought the ending was good. I liked it. If spoiler alerts for Part 8, if you want to read the ending, I'll literally only go over for like a minute or two, but I thought the ending was good. I've seen a lot of people online like, oh, like the ending is like, or like the final villain is like bad, which I kind of agree, but only because this part was weird. Like the focus of this part is the Higashikata family and Josuke. Like Araki has said, like JoJolion is about Josuke like finding his place in the world, because like when part 8 starts, he comes out of the ground, like he was like buried underground. He like crawls his way up. It was a
cool start, yeah.
Yeah, and he's just like, who am I? And like over the course of the series, you find out the mystery of the walleyes and like what's going on. And it's like, oh, the walleyes is like, there's this thing called like equivalent exchange, and it's like if you bury something in the ground there, like equivalent exchange happens, and like, you know, the fusion of the two things is born. So like the Higashikata family's like growing weird fruits there and shit. But you find out that like Josuke is the fusion of this reality's like Jotaro and Yoshikage Kira,
which is crazy.
He's like they discovered the secret of the fruits, and they tried to take them, and like, you know, they were gonna like take I think I haven't gotten there yet. I think what it is they tried to like destroy it because they figured out what's going on with it, and they end up like getting killed. And then their final thing was like, oh, like if we use the power of equivalent exchange, like, you know, we'll be able to get out of this. And then their getting out of this was fusing and becoming Josuke. And like the whole series is like, when he finds that out, it just becomes a sort of thing of like, you know, is Josuke his own actual person? Like, is he him, or does he have like, is he beholden to what he was before? Like, does he have to remember who he was before? Does what was the two people he was before even matter? Like, does anything before matter? And there's a part in the ending, in the final chapter, that's real good, because they meet the mother of, or they run into the mother of Josefumi, who was the Jotaro, basically, like family tree wise, the Jotaro, I believe. And he's just Yosu, the girl, is like, oh, like, don't you want to talk to her? Like, do you want to talk to her? Do you want to like meet her and like find out what happened? And he's like, oh, like I've seen her, but like she doesn't recognize me. And he's like, and you know, she has moved on with her life, and like it's not if she doesn't her. Yeah, he's like, if she doesn't recognize me, or if she doesn't want to engage, like there's nothing I can do about that. I'm not her son that she lost anymore. Like, even if I did say hi to her, like, you know, what would that fix in her life? And there's a cute moment where the main girl uses her stand. Her stand can like read memories or some shit like that, and she uses her stand to go into the phone and find the pictures. And she's like, oh, like I found these on her phone. Like, she had pictures of you, or of Josefumi as a child. Like, she never stopped looking for you. Like, she never forgot, or like she never forgot about you. And there's a cool moment where like he has like that moment of like, oh, like, you know, I'm a new person. Like, I am Josuke, like Higashikata now, basically. Like, I am like my new person. Yeah. And the final scene of the final chapter I thought was really good, because it was like all of the Higashikata kids, and they're like in their or they're in like some place, and they're like, oh, we got to pick out a cake because Papa's coming home, because the dad is like coming out of the hospital. And they're like, oh, we got to pick out a cake. And the one daughter's like, oh, get the most expensive, like, chocolate cake. And then one of the older brothers is like, oh, like, you know, it doesn't matter the price. Like, remember what Dad always said, like, when somebody's feeling down, like, the best gift you can give them is fruit, because they're like their family, like, owns a fruit business. But there's a scene where they all start remembering, like, what happened to their father and, like, the events of the entire series, and they just start like all of them just start like breaking down and crying, and then the oldest brother who had like a rivalry with like Josuke is like, Josuke, like, you pick out the cake. And they're all like, he's like, what? No, I can't, like, I'm not. And they're like, no, Josuke, like, you pick, which cake do you like the most, like, you pick it out. And it just sort of ends on this bittersweet, like, he's part of the family now.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah,
I understand people's apprehensions to it, because it's like, compared to other, so like part 6 is possibly the most similar from what I've heard, in that part 6 is the most a mystery.
Yeah.
And part 8 really seems more of a like mystery with like existentialism, like, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
It seems interesting.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's good so far. I mean, it's JoJo's, so it's like if you like JoJo's, you're gonna love part 8. Like, it's just real good. He also does some like, I don't know, he's doing some like foreshadowing, because I in part 7 I remember they kept talking about, they're like, oh, like the wall, the hands of fate or whatever they were called. They're like, they don't originate from here. And then at the end of part 8, like all throughout part 8, they kept mentioning that like the rock fruit didn't originate from here, and there's rumors and there's a legend that like the islands of New Guinea, like the southern islands, like that's where they originate from.
Okay.
And so like the tentative title of part 9 is JoJo Lands, and people are like, oh shit, like is he like actually tying them together, like 7 and 8? Like, are we going to New Guinea to search for are we going to get like more answers for this? So
that's pretty wild. I don't know. I'd be excited to see that. But alas, we are not a JoJo's podcast. To be frank, I don't know if I'd want to be.
Oh my god.
No offense to like anyone at all, Araki JoJo fans or anything. I just feel like to me, myself, I see JoJo's and I take it as it is. That's it. What we do in the podcast here for One Piece, I cannot possibly do that for JoJo's, because
that would not fly.
My brain immediately goes to Cars is still in space. Cars from part 2 original timeline is still in space.
Cars is still in space. Are we going back to the original timeline? Are the timelines merging?
Exactly. That's the only thing I have ever to talk about, and that sounds like the worst possible podcast. So thankfully, we are a One Piece podcast. We are Paramecia Fancast, a One Piece fan cast, where we review the latest chapter One Piece, have a different One Piece related discussion every single week. My name is Franz.
My name is John. And man, oh man, this week, talk about banger. Talk about an absolute banger of a chapter.
Dude, it feels good.
I thought for sure after the Robin chapter, I thought for sure after Robin killed Black Maria in cold blood that we would get, some downtime. But Oda was like, yo, I don't know what that is. I don't know those words that you're saying. Downtime? More like uptime.
More like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been like
so good.
I will be like straight with y'all and say that I am starting to understand the criticism of like, it's this later half of the arc has been feeling very fast paced and it can be exhausting. I totally get that.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that like it's a detriment to it. It's more that like, we as fans, of course, we want to see more,
Yeah.
Thankfully though, the anime is it's picking up what Oda's putting down.
Yeah. It's putting in the work.
Yup.
But it's so good. Chapter 1022, The Stars Take the Stage. And I like this reader request. A frog playing hide and seek with the tontatas in a bunch of hydrangea flowers by Yofushi Yofu?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. And it's just cute. Like the Tontadas, man, I love the Tontadas.
I love them so much.
Talk all the smack you want, but they were so good. I forget her name, but my favorite Tontada, I like Leo, but my favorite one was the one that like Zoro found, and then she just kept beating the crap out of Zoro. Like she just kept beating the shit out of Zoro. Yeah, like Zoro put her in his shirt, like in her. Zoro put this Tontada like in his fucking man titties, like in his cleavage, and they're running through like Dressrosa, and she's giving him directions, and he's just so dumb that he goes the opposite way, and then she keeps like, I mean, they have like superhuman strength, so she keeps like punching him to go in the right direction.
That's real good. This I'm usually pretty satisfied with these little reader requests and whatnot, but this is one where
that was her name.
Oh yeah. This is one where I do feel that I want to see this colorized.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
This one is one of those that would be so good colorized, because like the flowers, the hydrangea flowers, and also the Tontada's color schemes are so colorful, like just by themselves.
Yeah.
And there's an Oda frog, and I just think Oda frogs are magical.
They're really cute. They're so simple, but they're so like frog.
They're so frog.
Totally frog, dude.
Froggers.
Okay, fuck you. Let's get into the meat of this. We get a real quick summary, which I'm not gonna lie is a little weird in like manga form to get, but like when it comes to Oda and how One Piece sprawls out so much, like I think it's pretty understandable. Like if you miss a week, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
So the whole summary just goes: over 30,000 members of the Animal Kingdom pirates squared off against a raid of 5,400 from the Samurai Pirate Alliance. But the gap slowly closed thanks to Otama's millet dumpling strategy and the inspired efforts of the samurai and pirates. And one thing was like, we'd been complaining a bit how like Oda maps take a lot of brain effort sometimes.
Yeah.
And really just like, oh man, my brain hurts after reading those. But this is finally something that I can digest. It's just kind of like a bird's eye, not even like a map, just like a layout of everything.
Like in Punk Hazard, I damn near like Oda owes me a math degree for having to solve or what's a
cartography.
Yeah, he owes me a degree in cartography.
Dumbass for math.
The hoops I had to solve. I had to do some calculus to solve where the hell I was. Dude, the Vegapunk, the Punk Hazard maps messed me up something fierce every single week. I was like, I don't know where any of this is. So when I see this one in the middle of the page and I can glance at it and be like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, it's definitely like a saving grace. And we now, us mere mortals, are quite able to discern where exactly the Tobiropo fights have been going on.
Yeah.
And we see the three big shots. I love that like Page One and Ulti aren't here, because it kind of feels like, yeah, they're coming back.
Yeah.
But
I do get like... Yeah, Black Maria,
dude,
eyes white.
She's dead, dude. All three of them are dead.
All of them. The one that gets me is who's who, because like his helmet, his skull is like cracked,
completely,
and I just
split.
see that and I'm like, Jesus.
There's like a bit of like flesh coming through the middle, but like in my brain, like what my brain did was like, oh, that's his brain.
Yeah, like I looked at that and I was like, oh, like his whole face, like his forehead is concave because Jinbei smashed it.
It's exactly like the fucking like slapstick puppets. And you hit a puppet so hard its head went just in. That's exactly what happened.
Oh
Bonk.
God. Puppet Pal Clam, there is a spider in your bed, bonk.
Dude,
Oh God.
I don't feel bad though.
Yeah, for any of them, honestly. Now the enemy's fearsome Tobiropo are down and out. Asterisk, except for Page One and Ulti.
Dude, they're coming back. I
Yeah.
feel it. It's just too funny.
Yeah, they're yeah, exactly. Look, everybody, we've said this before on the podcast. Everybody is too hype on the power scaling, but they don't understand that Oda is not. He doesn't give a shit about power scaling. He gives a shit about funny scaling, and the funnier a character you are, intrinsically, the more powerful you are.
Dude, there's no questioning this. Like,
Look,
old
we've talked
mangaka
about-
are basically like Looney Tunes writers.
Yeah, I was just about to say, okay, look, from the hit podcast that brought you Cumgate, I now present you the Bugs Bunny singularity. Which mangaka can make the gag character so powerful that that's the end of all gag characters?
It's not power scaling. It's like wabbit scaling. You feel me?
Wabbit scaling.
It's like part of the reason why Luffy always wins.
Gear 4th duck season. Oh my God, that's literally what's gonna happen. That's okay. But we're gonna continue with the chapter, but that's basically what Emu did when she had all the wanted posters. Wabbit season, duck season, wabbit season, duck season.
Oh God.
Oh God. But yeah, this summary was weird, but I think it seems to me like the summary of events, like showing, kind of giving us a rundown of everything, is to really emphasize this part where it says above the Wano mainland, Onigashima, time left until it reaches the flower capital, 15 minutes.
Dude.
So like, I think all of this is to show like, yeah, all this stuff has happened and like we have 15 minutes until Kaido brings this bad boy crashing down on the city.
Dude, it's always with these fucking large scales, dude.
Yeah.
Like there's no like, oh yeah, the bad guy's just bad. Like, no, a nuclear disaster is about to happen. This is Birdcage 2.0.
Yeah, basically. Birdcage 2.0. God, I love it. But we go to the third floor of the castle and there's fire everywhere and we see Raizo and he's like, why Kurozumi Orochi? Why would you serve such a wretched man, Kiadi Mundi? I almost slipped.
Oops. You can't do that. No. That's part of the contract, buddy.
Yeah, I almost said the fake one. Fukuroki. Yeah, that's why we get the money from Disney Plus. I mean,
oh.
No, but they're like, put out the flames, and he's like, Ninpo, clone jutsu, and Kiadi Mundi, Fukurokuju, is like, we shinobi exists to serve the shogun, whomever he is, and he has Ninpo earlobe crackers, and he's just
hate this.
Part 2 JoJo's using his earlobes like little cracker jacks, and he's like, and speak for yourself, the man you serve is a ghost, and he's like, you mean Lord Odin? And Kiadi Mundi's like, there you are, and he slaps the real Raizo, and he's like, you were too emotional to ever succeed at the way of the shinobi, no matter how much skill you have at ninjutsu. It is those very emotions that make us who we are, as Raizo gets up. And he's just like, on that fateful day, we laughed together, we cried together, we perished together with Lord Odin, and now we are mere ghosts, driven to carry out the wish of our Lord. And we get like like a flash of all of the all the remaining ones.
Well, even some of the ones who have passed, because
yeah, because
second
yeah, that's
is
right.
second is Kinemon lying face down. Fifth is Kiku, her single arm, and seventh is Ashura, bloody mess on the floor.
Yeah. It was not his order to us, not a mere duty. Each of us chose to follow our emotions and carry out this mission of our own free will. If we must die to accomplish that, so be it. Today, the long dark night of Orochi and Kaido ends, and the glorious sun rises over the land. Lord Momonosuke shall be Shogun. Oh, yes.
It's happening, dude. Especially with what happened last chapter, the conversation.
Man.
Woo.
So good.
Dude. And we go straight to the third floor. Oh, Hawkins, how many replacements do you have left in there? And Hawkins is in his, like, bastard form. Like, I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah.
He's out here I guess it's his hybrid form if you want to get nitty gritty about it. And
yeah, he's in his weird like mech form, his hybrid Ava mech form, like
exactly. And even he's admitting, like, you know, Hawkins is huffing a bit. Oh, barely any. My outlook is poor. And Killer's just like, oh, I pity those lives. Stabs straight into Hawkins. And of course, like the way his fruit works, like, you know, and no damage against him, it's damage against like the straw man that he has.
Yeah.
And he mentions, while there are a few left, the real question is, whose lives are they? And this is quite literally the first time we've had to question this.
Yeah. Because
And
before he was just picking bozos, and now he's picking our bozos.
Because we get a little glimpse to the second floor. Law and Kid versus Big Mom. Oh, what's gotten into you? Law tells Kid. And Kid's just like looking at his chest and he's like, where's this stab wound from? What? And Killer fucking he puts two and two together real quick. And now that he knows what's up, Hawkins goes back to his human form, albeit still ill.
Still bastard.
Yup. It would have been satisfying to allow you to kill Kid yourself without realizing what you'd done, but then I decided it would be more entertaining to tell you and watch you struggle to attack me. The only way you can finish me off is by personally killing your own captain. Go on then, put on a show for me. And Killer doesn't even like, all he says is, he gives this laugh, wah, wah, wah. I like your style. Dude.
Killer is Hawkins is a bastard. Killer is our bastard.
Killer is out of his mind.
Yeah, that too. Oh man, I wonder if he has a plan, like.
I don't know, man.
Because look, Killer's a little bit of a himbo, you know?
Yup.
But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know why he would say like, "Oh, I like your style." Like I know it's just him trying to be like, you know, oh, cool shonen, you know, pro tag fight. Like, right, I like your style. Like trying to show like that it doesn't faze him. But like,
is he okay?
Yeah, is he okay? Does he know something? They were teamed up for a bit before, so I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, like, which would explain why Hawkins has this specific straw man.
Yeah, that too. I wonder who else he has though, because like if he has more people, then I'd be kind of like, but
yeah, but I think I don't know, Final Gambit maybe.
I don't know how he'll do it, but I think Killer can find a way around it.
Killer is resourceful, especially because like, you know, like, oh yeah, he slashed Kaido, but like the whole question of Kaido is like, oh, his scales are so hard. So instead of slashing at Kaido, he slashed at Kaido's insides with a sonic boom.
Yeah,
He's got a bit of a brain.
Yeah. So I'm ready for it, you know? But oh god, we shuffle over to the performance floor and we finally get to see King in action. We saw Queen, like Sanji was fighting Queen one-on-one.
Yeah, quite a bit.
And we get this cool double page spread where Queen I love the look of Queen's hybrid form in this. He's like, listen up, all you miserable formal Animal Kingdom pirates. The price for treason is very steep. As King, is like, so King is like constantly on fire, as we've seen in his gimp suit. He is literally grabbing this dude's face and just igniting like his hand on fire. And I'm just like, bro, like, what? And they explain it later. Marco kind of does, but everybody's like, oh, where's Marco? Help us out, man. And they're like, he's reached the limit of his stamina. We got to fight this battle on our own. And Marco's just kind of chilling, like, oh, like tired.
Yeah, chilling is a bit of a overstatement.
Yeah. Sorry, let me take off my oxygen mask to my copium tank.
Yeah, Marco is looking worse for wear.
Yeah, he's just looking pretty tired. Inhaling copium. But, oh, God. I love this. Look, anytime I can see my man Sanji, look, any W from my man Sanji, I'll take it. And they're like, Sangoro, are you all right? They're looking for Zorojuro. And Sanji's like, damn it, 2 of them at the same time. This is too much. And I'm like, he took on both of them?
Dude, like, it says a lot, like, not to, like, step into power scaling, but it does, like, say a lot about how powerful Sanji is, and, like, just...
Sanji and Zoro.
Like, both of them. Just, like, of course, he's not winning, but he's squaring up at least.
Yeah, because, I mean, you could say, like, Marco was taking both of them on, and it's like, you know, he didn't beat them, but like
he kept them back.
Yeah, it's sick, but yeah, it's sick to see, and we get even more of it. 'Cause they're like, oh, who can possibly stop them? They'll wipe out the entire floor. And Sanji immediately yells over to Chopper, like, if the medicine isn't working, drag the green mummy to safety. And they're like, we gave him the medicine, but like he was in grave condition to begin with. And I love Chopper, like, keep your chin up, Zoro. And
Zoro's like actively dying, yeah.
Oh, God. And, I love Sanji because he does everything for his friends, dude. Oh, immediately fucking kicks Queen in his stupid dinosaur chin. And is like, you want me? I'm right here. And King is like, find Zoro and put an end to him. They're giving him some kind of strange treatment. Don't let them heal him. And I forgot about this part, honestly. Yeah.
It's more that we wish he just didn't exist whatsoever.
Yeah.
But, and hopefully soon that our wish will be granted. But
yeah. Although he did part of one sentence he says, I was like, okay, I can agree with the first part of that sentence.
Out here in the fucking quite a ways off from the stage, this asshole Perorin, stupid beast, they kicked up so much dust I can't see my target. I'll be the one to eliminate Vince Smoke Sanji Perorin. If you'd simply married Pudding like you were told to. Yeah, period. Nothing else. Honestly, yeah. True sentiment. We here at Paramecia.
Yeah, if you'd simply married Pudding, period.
We'd never have to team up with these cretins. This dude is so fucking mad that Pudding didn't get married. He's more mad about just being with the fucking beast pirates. And now he's just blaming it on Sanji for not having...
He's so mad that Pudding didn't get married, that Sanji didn't marry Pudding, that he's calling his dudes cretins.
Dude, it's crazy. And alas, they're fucking coming in. That's him, boss. And
I'm like, oh yeah?
Perorin? He this asshole's out here now. Germa's biggest failure, and that gets fucking walloped by Garfield.
Whacked. Yeah, lasagna left hook, dude.
Oh,
Step outside. This is for Pedro, and I love. Sorry, the correct pronunciation is beef wobble biba.
It's what he deserves, and the motherfucker gets sent away too.
He gets launched, and fucking Garfield over here. I'm not done with you. And yo. We knew he was pissed for Pedro's death, but like, yes, 1,000 times yes. Like if Oda just next chapter just gave us like the most bloody, like seinen style kill of Perospero, like his candy guts getting ripped out,
rip him in half.
I don't think anybody would have a problem with it. I think everyone would be like, no, yeah, that was sick. That's pretty fun. Yeah.
There'll be the one Paraspero fan who'll be crying. Yeah. And you know what? I don't care.
What the hell?
Oh, dude. We cut immediately away from this. Though I don't think this will get off screen.
We found him. There's Zoro.
Pedro is too important
Run faster.
for that.
So we cut straight to the Beast Pirates finding Zoro. And the samurai are like, oh, Zoro-juro, he suffered these wounds honorably. Like, protect him. And immediately, fucking like, oh my god, it's King! Like, just standing right in front of Zoro.
Dude, it's about time. Like, King is so big, too. Like, it's very easy to forget, I feel.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. And this is the moment where we get like Chopper's like, no, leave him alone, and he makes like a fire in his hands and he puts it over his fist, and Sanji's like trying to dash over to block it, like, oh damn it, do I have to do everything? And then immediately Undying Thistle from Marco, and we get Imperial Flame from King, and they clash and Marco like blocks it. And this is like what Big Mom was saying to King all the way back when they made the alliance. Because Marco says, I've heard tales from long, long ago about a race of people atop the Red Wall who could burst into flames. And here we have King the Wildfire. Now, would that mean ... And, like, they immediately switch the subject. And Queen is like, you're still alive, Marco. Like, the Whitebeard pirates are supposed to be dead already. But, like, let's put a pause on this. Hold on.
Yeah, like, because the
a race of people atop the red... That's the red line.
That's the red line,
that means,
yeah.
So, like, does that mean Mary Joie can't be, like, what's natural?
It's like, not the only settlement.
Yeah, that can't be the only thing. Like, the spacesuits and everything, like, that's, they really did come down from
space.
From space.
Dude, like, what if, like, even, like, hidden lore, like, they wiped out this, like, bird people in order to construct Mary Joie? Or, you know, there's a whole realm of possibility.
Yeah. That would be super sick, honestly, if, like, because I feel like what this is setting up is that whatever race King is a part of, they were the, like, I mean, maybe this might be just conjecture on my part, but But I feel like this is like, with what we know about the celestial dragons, like, oh, there's a tale from long ago that there was a race of people atop the red wall who could burst into flames. And then, like, you know, Big Mom said, like, oh, you're the last of your race. Like, I need you as a part of my tea party. Like,
exactly.
Is this setting up, like, oh, you know, like they were the native ones on top of the red line, and then when the celestial dragons appeared, like, they wiped them all out.
Dude, that's what I'm really thinking. And if that's really the case, like, you know, he might not be the last one, though that's, like, very, like, compelling if he was the last one. But, like, knowing how the celestial dragons operate and what they do, it feels very likely that there is a bird person up there, like, still enslaved or something.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Or, like, quite a few of them. You know, who's to say? Like you said, this is, like, all conjecture. But
yeah,
either way, it's really interesting. I love it when, like, the puzzle pieces, like, come together quite a bit.
Yeah. And I like it in instances like this where it's like,
we're not told
it's just,
explicitly.
He does it so,
like,
naturally.
Oh, like, damn, you're the last person from X tribe from the red line. We have to, like, put together, like, the red wall. Red was, like, a really big clue. But also we have to, like, go back, remember the whole, like, oh, you're the last of your kind. I'm weird and horny about that.
Yeah. I'm horny about that in a very, what is it? In a very, weirdly, eugenics-y kind of way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Big Mom, never change. But
please change.
Yeah, please, God, change. No, but yeah, I like it, especially from someone like Marco when this kind of stuff happens, because it's like, Marco would know something about this. Like, or he's of all the people who would know something about this, it would be Marco.
Mm-hmm.
And especially for people that he's been fighting, like, because he did the same thing in Marineford. Like, Marco's the kind of person. Look, Pineapple Daddy, when you fight him, he's kind of an asshole.
A bit, yeah. Like, he pokes at you and shit.
Yeah, he'll poke and prod to get you to, like, act out, and then he'll take advantage, because that's all he was doing in Marineford.
Yeah, exactly.
But even here, he's like, oh, like, yeah, like, oh, coincidence? I think not. And especially because, like, we haven't heard King himself talk about what his race is.
Right. And that feels it'll be a lore dump.
Yeah, and they said it like all the way back, like we talked about. Big Mom was the one that said, like, oh, like, I'm weirdly horny for you because you're the last one of your race. And he, like, didn't really say anything. And I guess, you know,
what could you fucking say in that situation?
Yeah. If someone said, like, oh, you're the last of your race, I'm fucking wildly horny for you. Like, I don't think I would have words for that either, but
it's as the kids say, ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Oh God. But no, back to Marco, because they're like, oh, the Whitebeard pirate's supposed to be dead. He immediately just gives it up, and he's like, all right, I'm satisfied. Like, that's it from me today. And you see the bandages rip up, and Grandpa Geezer Chopper is like, and Miyagi and Tristan are like, and you turn the page, we get a double page spread, and I love Marco. God, I love Marco.
Dude.
It's time for the stars to take the stage. And this is my new favorite double page spread of both of these dummies.
Dude, Sanji looks so fucking, like, bendy, Gumby looking motherfucker.
Gumby. Oh my god, because we get Demon Sword style Purgatory Onigiri, and then Diable Muton Mallet. and or mutton, mallet, mouton. I don't know. All of his stuff is like French, and I
Mutton.
can't pronounce French stuff.
Mutton. Mouton.
Yeah, mutton.
Oh,
Mouton,
we
mallet.
we have a couple of French-speaking listeners. It will be disappointing.
Hey, to my French-speaking listeners,
Oh no.
did you in Monster Hunter 4 main insect glaive? Yes or yes?
That is a little too niche.
And does the phrase "Je suis mont" mean anything to you like it does to me?
It's kind of crazy that like that is your biggest connection to the French language and culture.
Oh God, yeah, I am connected. Me and the French people, like, we get it. We like to fly through the air on insect glaives. I get it. I understand. Guillotines, the revolution. I understand it all. I get it.
John's turning into a Frankaboo real quick.
Oh God, a Frankaboo.
But in the weirdest of ways.
50 minutes into a podcast about One Piece and I turn into a Frankaboo.
Man, we're neglecting the best line in this whole thing too. Cause
yeah.
both of them, like as they're delivering their attacks, they're talking, "Hey Twirly, once we conquer this battle, yeah, we're gonna catch a glimpse of Luffy as the king of the pirates."
Oh yes! God, I love it. And like, man, like they're gonna take out King and Queen unless there's some weird interference. But like, King is bloodied up. You could see the blood from the slash coming off of his chest. And I mean, Queen got kicked with like fire, but you could see like he's reeling back his stubby dino self.
Dude,
But oh my God, it's so good.
What a good page. I do want to bring up, this is like the deepest of cuts, and it's really just proof that I need to log the fuck off at some point. But the way Marco acts reminds me of a very specific tweet. Like, I guess you could call it a viral tweet, but from a quick Google, what I can tell, the source is some random person on Twitter, and it reads, "I dated a 5'8" guy who'd taunt every jacked 6'3" bro until they'd pull their fist back to beat him up. Whereupon my ex would go, hey, come on, I'm a little guy. I'm just a little guy. No, it's also my birthday. I'm a little birthday boy." And it somehow always worked. Dude, that's what Marco is.
That's Marco. They're like, "Oh, the Whitebeard pirates are supposed to be dead. Hey, I'm just a little guy. Just a little birthday boy. It's my birthday.
Hey, I'm Marco. I'm a doctor. Hey, look at me.
I'm a little doctor boy." That's literally, yeah, that is literally, if you can go panel by panel and just redo the text, and that's literally what happens. He's in his big phoenix form, and then they like raise their fist to him. Well, hold on now.
Oh, it's my birthday. Oh, God. I need to log off.
Now I need to search up when Marco's birthday is, because if it's
today,
then it's true.
He is the birthday boy.
Marco the Phoenix birthday, August 23rd. No, it's October 5th.
God damn. We're not that far off, though.
Yeah, we're not that far off. Read this chapter on October 5th, and then it'll be true.
Exactly. It's your civic duty to read this chapter.
It's your civic duty. If you enjoy Pineapple Daddy, it is your civic duty. Your local state government is going to send you a court summons on October 5th, and they're going to say, "You've been served, bitch, to read this chapter of One Piece, chapter 1022. We've amended the text on page 14 or 15 and 16.
Exactly. Best keep up.
Yeah, best keep up. God, no. The ending of this chapter, man. When I read, I don't know, when I read the title, "The Stars Take the Stage," like I wasn't thinking that it was gonna be about Zoro and Sanji.
But you know what? Hell yeah.
But yeah, but as soon as we got to the performance floor, honestly, as soon as Parasparrow got killed and we cut back to that fight, I was like, oh yes, here it is. Like, it's happening. And oh man, both of them together, it's so sick. The line at the end, yeah, we're gonna catch a glimpse of Luffy as the king of the pirates. So good. And both of them are just on board, like, yep, that's you love it. You love to see it.
Dude, it is so fucking good. Oh, how did I forget to mention the whole thing about like Killer having to kill Kid feels like it is there's quite a few people who ship Killer and Kid. And I feel like this is a big moment for them. Not that they're going through it in a bad way. It's kind of just like good tension.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is good. This is all good stuff.
Exactly. Mazel tov to the Killer Kid shippers.
Yeah. I do wonder as well, like, okay, so I mean they're fighting Big Mom right now, so it would be hard, but Law is he has, from what I can tell, a PhD in doctoring. Whether it's from an accredited university or not is up in the air. But he is a doctor who is capable of doctoring.
Right.
And he has a doctor fruit.
Allegedly.
So, hypothetically, if Killer starts going at Hawkins, he stabs Hawkins, and, like, Hawkins' power hurts Kid. Could Law heal Kid on his side, and that would, like...
heal him from death, bro?
Oh, yeah, not from death, but, like, I don't know, if he cuts him, and then he's like, oh, like, I could just use the Opie no Mi to, like, yeah, cool surgery, you're fixed.
Actually,
like, could Law on the receiving side of the, like, with the receiving person, could he, like, effectively negate Hawkins' fruit in a sense?
Possibly, but you bringing up, like, his Ope no Mi brain blasted me, and now my idea for this whole shtick is that I feel like, you know, Killer's on the second floor, Kid and Law on the third floor, in order to, like, so, like, these straw effigies are, like, a real thing, right? For Hawkins, what he uses is real. It's tangible.
Yeah.
So, what if, I think from third and second floor, he could totally just, like, room chambers that shit.
Yeah.
You know? Just, like, pop it out of his body. It would be hard because he has no, like, sight line or anything, but...
yeah.
I don't know.
But also, yeah, you bring it, like, because they're on the third floor, and Law and Kid are on the second floor, but they're with Big Mom.
Right.
So, like, if they can kite Big Mom to, like, bust the floor, then all three of them could probably defeat Hawkins.
Or, honestly, Killer seems to be the brains of this equation.
Yeah.
If Big Mom were to smash floor, then Killer gets the big brain idea, yells at Law, and says, Law, cut this motherfucker up so I can find the doll. And then all he has to do is, like, take the doll out and then kill Hawkins. Wait, maybe not. I don't know. Is that how Hawkins shit works?
I have no idea. We haven't seen, like, all we've seen is that, like, if he makes a doll of somebody, like, all the damage you do to him, like, you just end up killing the other person. So I'm like, is there a way to undo that? Like,
because, like, the straw dolls are always in his body when this happens.
Yeah.
So it feels like it could be something, but I'm also might just be like assuming things.
Yeah. If there's a way that they can get his power to like deactivate for like a second, I think that's what it's gonna end up being.
Yeah.
Like if they find some sort of thing like, oh, like I don't know, oh, like if he deactivates his power, like that's the only time we can hit him to where it won't hurt Kid. But I have no idea.
No clue.
Also, like, what does he need to make the doll of the person?
Right, yeah.
Because like another thing is like now it sounds kind of dumb, but like we haven't really had an explanation. But like, okay, does he need like a hair from somebody to make it?
There's so many unknowns.
Because the Ope no Mi
could take the hair out.
What if he could? Yeah, he could chambers, but instead of taking the doll out, what if he switched the hair with like somebody else's?
With the Big Moms.
Yeah, you could switch it with Big Moms, and then like Killer's just going ham on Hawkins, and Hawkins is like, oh, you think like you're gonna kill your captain? Oh, ha ha ha. Meanwhile, like Big Mom is getting cut the hell up, and now they have an easier like. I don't know, maybe it depends on how the doll works, I guess. That dude, that would be cool.
It would
if they were able to coordinate that, like. But
like, I don't know. Hawkins' fruit is like so fucking weird and has so many like added shit. Like, okay, Law does too, but like, we've had Law's fruit explained to us, so it's not so it's not so crazy to us anymore.
Yeah.
But Hawkins, like, he can look can he look into the future because of his fruit or just because he can? That's just his ability, right?
He's just weird. I think his fruit is the straw. His fruit is the straw stuff, like the cursed dolls and the stuff like that.
But even still, future stuff aside,
I think his hobby is the future stuff.
That makes sense.
I think.
Future stuff aside, then, his straw shit is crazy because it's a Paramecia fruit, but he's also a zone, basically.
Yeah.
And he can just fucking, like, it's his stand. He's a JoJo.
Yeah, he is the most JoJo character, like, with the most ill-defined powers that don't make any sense.
Don't make any sense, and it's just easier to write them out.
Oh, God. I will, like, when I read this chapter, I just can't help but think back to... We've talked about it before, I think on the episodes, but, like, on Discord as well with... I know Joel and Trey... Joel, Kat, and Trey, we've talked about it with them on the Discord before. I know distinctly on the Discord. But it's been a thing of, like, I dislike Hawkins' character. But not because he's, like, a bad character. It's just, like, he hasn't
explained or done.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything. I know that doesn't make sense. He's been doing stuff... But none of that stuff, like, it feels very, like, I need the moment. Because, like, at this point, we know that, like, all of the supernova, like, I feel like all of the supernova are going to end up on our side.
Yeah.
At the end of this.
It seems, like, inevitable, almost.
Because we have, like, almost all of them. Like, literally the only two that are not are Hawkins and Gingivitis. Yeah. So it's, like... I'm waiting for the moment for Hawkins to join, or like for his prophecy about them to like. I'm waiting for him, I guess, and I think the whole thing with Luffy coming back up, I think that might be the moment to where he like changes.
The catalyst of it all, yeah.
Yeah, because he was like, oh, like no matter how much I look at Luffy's fate, it never reaches 0. And so I'm thinking with Luffy's help, like, he's gonna witness like a miracle of like what the like it said 0%. How is it going up? Like what's going on?
Right. Some Will of D shit, etc.
Yeah. But I just need him to like I don't know. I either need him to explain or like just get messed up like that and be like, oh man, like
we just know very little about him too.
Yeah.
Like all we know is that he's a foot fetishist.
Yeah.
And, we made that up, so
Yeah, he is the owner of WikiFeet.
there ain't much besides that.
God, do you remember that? He literally broke in there. It was like, everybody take out your feet.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Absolute grossest motherfucker.
Can you imagine him saying that, but it is like a weird, like, zone straw man form?
Show me your feet, baby.
Mm.
Disgusting bastard that he is.
I only have a few dolls left, but the question is, whose feet are they?
Dude, he's really just been around. We've gotten, like,
Yeah.
I mean, of course, same thing with Apu. Sure.
Yeah. He's a bastard, but he's a bastard that I want to see. I want to know more of.
I want to have a reason to hate him.
Yeah, I've seen him a lot, and it seems like I should hate him, but I want to know why I hate him, you know?
I want a good reason as to why.
But, oh man. Yeah, we are... Oh, I don't know why they've been doing this recently, but they've been hitting me with this to be continued thing.
All of the manga.
Instead of giving the date. Yeah, it's confusing me. We're not on break this coming week.
No.
So next week there will be another chapter 1023. But yeah, that'll wrap it up for us this week. Amazing chapter this week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that we get some more good stuff. But actually, I'm kind of hoping that this fight, because I mean, we got the fight with like all the other Straw Hats.
Yeah.
So I hope we get this one with Sanji and Zoro teaming up.
Yeah, no.
If we get this one, I'm good. Like if we if we get Zoro and Sanji teaming up in a fight against King and Queen, like, oh, I'm good. Like I'll be
You fed.
I'll be good. Yeah, I'm fed for like years.
Dude, I doubt, like, we might walk away from it because there's a lot of story threads around here. But Garfield versus Bedouin and Zoro and Sanji versus King and Queen, I doubt those will get off-screened. Big doubt.
Yeah, there's absolutely. Yeah, I don't of all the fights that could get off-screened, I do not think that this, like, the fight between the first commanders, there's no way.
No way, no how.
Yeah.
Especially, so they can prove themselves, and therefore
exactly.
proving to the audience there, because no one's seeing what Luffy's doing. But if everyone down there can see Zoro and Sanji fuck up King and Queen, it's proof to them that Luffy would be King of the Pirates.
Yeah. Also, like, so they used their, like, regular attacks to hit him, but those aren't, like, their finishers, you know? Like,
yeah.
If I see Zoro and Sanji, if I see Sanji use his raid suit, and I see Zoro use Ashura mode again, like, oh, baby.
I don't know if Zoro has another Asura in him. You feel me?
Yeah. The only reason I think maybe is because what they said about the medicine, where it's like, oh, like, it'll power you up like crazy. Like, you'll be basically back to normal for, like, however long. And then as soon as it runs out, you're going to need a hospital.
Yeah, that's true. So it's possible.
So, like, I think Zoro will go all out. He'll push himself. I mean, both of them will, but...
And then die.
Yeah. Oh, how stupid cool would it be if Shokugeki no Sanji came true and they're tag teaming and Sanji uses one of Zoro's swords to, like, attack?
Dude,
now I'm just fangirling. Now I'm just getting crazy.
It would be against everything that Sanji stands for, but it would be sick.
Yes. Hey, the one, I bet he's never cooked a dinosaur before.
Hey.
So
it gotta get the cyborg out of the dinosaur, but
Yeah, exactly. He needs a sharp fillet knife or carving knife to get the cyborg parts out of his chicken, his ancient chicken. God, but yeah, that'll this chapter was real good. That'll wrap it up for us this week. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media. We're at Paramecia Cast on Twitter, Paramecia Fancast everywhere else. Episodes will go up every single Monday following the official release, the official Viz release on Sundays. As soon as they're uploaded to our site, parameciafancast.libsyn.com. As soon as they're uploaded there, they're sent via the RSS feed to every podcatcher in existence. The major ones being, like Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts. I think Amazon has one now.
Facebook's trying.
Any podcast. Yeah, Facebook's trying. But anything that can harness a podcast from the depths of internet, you can listen to us on there. Don't forget to, on any of the platforms, I don't know if Spotify lets you do it. I know iTunes or like even on YouTube when the episodes go up afterwards. Throw us a 5-star, throw us a like, leave us some comments. Like, any interaction is good for us. It helps us grow way more than you'd think.
It's what the algorithm eats.
Yeah. Feed the algorithm. On any content creator you like, not even just us, just feed the algorithm. It's like, oh, this is stupid. Like what? One like or like one comment. Like, no, it really goes a long way.
Yeah.
Like,
you'd be fucking surprised.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, I enjoy interacting with you guys. It's always fun, like on our Discord, especially, or on Twitter. But on our Discord, Paramecia Flower Capital, links to that, the permanent invite links to that is in all of our bios and pinned tweets. The Discord's a fun time. We're always having a blast over there talking about dumb stuff.
We got big brains up in there. We've also got smooth brains, mostly John and I.
Yeah. Everybody in there is the big brains. We're just the little smoothies. We come in, I say, Sanji cool, and then everyone writes a 5-page thesis on why Sanji's not cool.
And then John cries.
And then it comes back to me and jokes on them because I can't read. But no, yeah, come and join our Discord. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on our social media. It's a good time. I don't have a crack theory, actually. I don't.
I don't either, but Hollow Yen Generation 2, yeah, baby, they're finally fucking here. Baby. You better fucking believe it. Wahoo!